we're just going to have to deal with the smoky look. Good morning. I would like to pay my respects to the spirits of the land here where it is gorgeous. Blue, still, few clouds. Haven't looked at the weather report, but I've got some washing on. So, good morning. Welcome to Thursday, the 19th of December. And we have a day. I just want to like ask you guys, how are you feeling? I don't know about you, but I am exhausted. I am struggling to function. Good morning, Karen. How are you? And we have had that Sun square Neptune pass. That was at 1 a.m. this morning. So that's one that will exhaust anyone. All right. If you've got Neptune being touched or it's worse for you. But generally, Sun square Neptune, tired. Good morning, Deb. Hi, Louise. But with it, I don't know if it's that and Mars retrograde. I'm struggling so much. I'm just like exhausted. My headspace is just a little bit shit. So just being honest and owning it. However, I always have an optimistic outlook, so it will get better. This too shall pass. Good morning, Amy. How are you? All right, so now there's a couple of things that the moon is doing today. The moon is now in Leo. All right, so I read the words out yesterday, but I'll read them out again. So, one of the truest forms of maturity is the ability to disagree with someone while still remaining respectful. And that was Dave Willis that said that. And I think it's we're sort of looking into a whole lot of stuff. So being able to go, oh, someone's point of view, that's really good. Good morning, Elizabeth. I'll be talking to you straight after this. Um, so now the rest of the words. You have been here before. How did you do the last time? Do you want to deal with things differently this time? Pull your big girl panties up or your big boy panties up and be be wise. Identify what the problem is and solve it. Don't freak out. All right. So I mean, like I said, like I was just saying, like I know I'm in this headspace and I've been here before. What did I do last time? And it's just that push pull. I feel like like my seesaw is like, Oh, thank you, Deb. That's so nice. I will accept that because, yeah, I'm in this place where I'm like, oh, fuck, here I am again. How did I get here again? So I don't know if you are feeling that. But like I said, the Mars stuff for me, you guys know how much I get on and I'm like, yeah, I've had my workout. And now I'm like, I can't work out. I'm so tired. But anyway. All right, so today at 11 a.m., we have the moon in Leo opposing Venus in Aquarius. All right, so, maybe Venus is witnessing something because, she's out in that Aquarius land, having a look at the community, seeing what people need. There's that future hopes, dreams, wishes, groups of people, those new ideas, future potential. She's out there and she's having a look around. So the opposition to the moon in Leo, round two for lessons. Yes. Good morning, Jen. Good morning, Kathy. Um, yeah. So Venus opposition moon 11 a.m. 11:30 a.m. The moon is in conjunct Saturn. So I think maybe if you are witnessing something that may be emotional, then that moon in conjunct Saturn might give you the ability to adjust accordingly because it's only half an hour later. So just be aware of that time. I just thought that was interesting that we have that Venus and then straight away that Saturn in Pisces. All right, so this subconscious narrative, this un this oh my God, my words, this subconscious narrative that you may become aware of because you witnessed something. So it's about paying attention to those thoughts where you go, oh my God, isn't that interesting? Isn't that interesting? All right, so now then at 1:30 we have a sextile to Jupiter. In remembering Jupiter is retrograde in Gemini. So here's another subconscious area. Good morning, Kathy. Good morning, Heather. So here, yeah, so here's another area where we're you know what it is, Jen? I think my camera is smudgy. And I don't have a tissue to clean it. So, oh, I suppose I do actually. Hang on, let me see. Let me see whether I can get rid of the smudge. It is quite pretty though, isn't it? Hang on. Oh, look, there we go. I got it. I had my filter on, fingerprint filter. There we go. So yeah, so back to Jupiter. All right, so so Moon in Leo. So there's that pride, play, children, romance, creativity. So that emotional place, and then it's the cogs are turning. Things are happening with Jupiter. That wisdom in Gemini. Our thoughts and communications retrograde, it's coming from within. All right, so there's another bit of those, like we witness, we adjust, we then get to, then things start moving in a different direction. So there's that, how do we deal with things differently? All right, how do we need to no, when I say solve it, I don't mean like solve it now, but those cogs are turning, and change very rarely comes instantly. It's a process. We just chip away at it. And then at 10 p.m. tonight, the moon is trine Chiron. All right, so that is a good thing. All right, so I just feel like today there might just be a lot of things happening. Good morning, Steph. How are you? Yeah, so now in the sky, we have the sun has just started to square the nodes, all right? So that, that path forward, the things we're letting go of, our spirit, the universe might be putting things in your path for you to learn lessons. Maybe people turn up to help you with these lessons. Anyway, there's that spiritual road we're walking on. All right, that's a square. Doesn't necessarily mean that it's negative, but it builds resilience. Think of those step ups. Mercury coming back to oppose Jupiter for the third time. Again, with the whole things are clicking into place. Mercury's done 2 hits of Jupiter. So this third hit is the chance where we get to do it differently. All right. So if there's something that has been going on for, I don't know, maybe 4 or 5 weeks with that shadow retrograde and now going back the other way, this is the bit where you can identify and change that narrative, or that the process. Yeah, and Venus trine Jupiter, beautiful, And I'm telling you all of them because we're all got different charts. We're all having different things happen. So, now also Mars opposition Pluto, and then in the bigger sky, Jupiter square Saturn. So, I mean, all of these things are, what is your perspective in your mind? What is your antenna putting out to what you're getting back? All right, so just all of these realizations. All right, so let's draw a card. Okay. Oh, I've got such a quiet life, and I am so busy right now. It's frazzling me. I'm like, what am I doing today? I'm having to look at my diary and be like, oh, I can't wait for this to settle down. Silly season is upon us. I think once the solstice happens on Saturday night, we're going to get into that mindset of, that's it. All right, there's a job to be done, and we're going to just move ahead. It's going from Jupiter ruled, which is retrograde in Jupiter in Gemini, to Saturn ruled, which is in Pisces. So it's still in this place. All right. So, but I think we're going to be able to do it easier once we get into Capricorn. Actually, no, I know we're going to be able to do it easier. So, all right, what card? I guess 2. I guess 2. Ooh. All right, I'm going to... So it's number 9, when witches must drink their brew. I love that because, like I was just saying, with the antenna, You know, what you're creating is what you must drink. Ooh, I like that one. And then when grit becomes a pearl, oh, you know what? I'm not even going to look, I'm not even going to read them. I just think that these two are so self-explanatory. All right, so, you know, we are creating our own reality here. You know, our thoughts, look at that energy projection. You know, birds to me are always our thoughts. You know, and I often say, look for the white bird. Well, in here it looks like there's a sea monkey, but anyway, you know, when we must live by what we are creating, whether it's subconsciously or not. And you know, the other card is when the grit becomes a pearl. All right, so you know, we might be going through stuff right now, but ultimately it does turn into the pearl of wisdom. So just be really aware of what birds are floating around in your head, and just, you know, ultimately, you know, even if it's that sun square the nodes, we're on a path. You know, sometimes that path can give us, you know, a few detours. Maybe, you know, we trip over a few rocks on the way, but ultimately we can, you know, regain our balance, and be all the wiser for it. So there we go. That's a new way of doing it, isn't it? Didn't have to read all of that out. It was very much a feeling, those ones. Yeah, I love those cards too. Thank you, Jen, also for the referral. I really appreciate when I get referrals from my crew. You know, this is how I am building my business, and I just appreciate so much when people refer. So thank you. All right, ladies. So again, you know, I hope you have a good day. So from that 11 o'clock time, just be aware of you know, what the universe is showing you. That Venus opposition the Moon. You know, it's very much about our feels and our thoughts today. But you know, there's still always good juju in the air. So love you all. Mwah. And Elizabeth, I will call you now.